Hi, welcome to assembly for today. I hope everyone's all right. Now, in an assembly a little while ago, a few days ago, I showed you a plant that I've got growing in a pot in my office. I wonder if you can remember what it's called. I'd be dead impressed if you can. It's in a bulb. There's a bulb that grows under the ground and it stores all the energy in that bulb and it shoots up in the spring. Can you remember? That's right, it's a hyacinth. And I said, if you come back to my office in a little bit, you might come up to my office and ask. Some people have. Some people have had a sniff of this plant. Here it is now. It wasn't nearly this big. Whoa, look at that. So the flowers are so tall that they've actually flopped over. They can't stand upright on their own because they're so heavy. And this hyacinth, this smells, whoa, it's really strong. Like I said in the assembly last time, smell it reminds me of my mum because she had lots of hyacinths in her house. And this one's really cool. So I don't know if you can see, here is one flower bulb that's there, and there's a little hyacinth flower coming out from there as well. Now that means that the hyacinth is starting to split, the bulb is starting to split in two and to propagate. So there's two flowers there, and it's already got one here. So that's splitting again. And so is this one. Can you see there's a little flower there? Now, next year when that one flowers, that one will be full-sized. And it will be as big as this. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to, actually before I go home today, I'm going to water this because the soil is really dry. And I'm going to leave it in my office until the flowers die. And then I'm going to take it home and I'm going to chop off all of this green stuff there, like that. And I'm just going to leave the bulbs. I can just leave them in a pot in the garden over the summer. I don't need to do anything with them. And then in the autumn, I'm going to plant these bulbs in my garden. And in the spring, they will grow, not in a pot in my office, but they will be growing in my garden, looking nice and bright and pink, like this. But instead of 1, 2, 3, I'll actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with this little one down here, 6 bulbs for the price of 3 because they are propagating. So there we go. Nice bit of science for you. Another bit of science. I need to share my screen with you. This is really cool. I like this one. This is what our assembly is about. Perfect time of year. Put your hand up if you can tell me what sort of flower that is, or if you can tell your class what sort of flower that is. That's right, it's a sunflower, and they flower in the summertime. They start to grow kind of April to May, maybe a little bit later, and they're very, very small, and we're going to look at a sunflower seed in a minute. And some sunflowers get to be about that big. Some sunflowers get to be twice as tall as me, almost as tall as Mr. Babington. Really, really tall. These, if you look in the background, this is focused on this one, but there's a sunflower in the background there that is even taller. And these were much taller than me when I took these photos because this sunflower grew in my garden. Now, if you look closely, what can you see in the middle? What can you see in the middle of the sunflower in that big black bit? Yeah, that's right. There's a bee. There is a bee in the middle of it. And if I zoom in just a wee bit, there you go. You can see the bee there. Now, he wasn't doing very much at the time, just kind of pottering around. And bees like sunflowers because they like the nectar from the flower. It gives them, that's their food. But bees will also sleep on sunflowers. You'll often see a bee just doing nothing there. And the bee is actually asleep. It's one of the places they like to sleep when they're not in a hive. Now, also, when you look at the sunflower, can you see these little kind of dots in the middle? Do you know what they are? Do you know? Put your hand up or tell your neighbour if you think you might know. That's right, they're sunflower seeds. And they are going to, when the flower dies, they will fall. And because the sunflower's head is like that, it kind of falls like that and lands on the ground. And that's how the seeds get spread about. So I'm going to read you a story about a sunflower seed called the bad seed. And our story last week was about that positive mindset, where we were looking about how our brain would work. And this is about a positive mindset about how our brain works. Okay, so the bad seed. I'm a bad seed. He's a sunflower seed, so he's come from a sunflower. He could have come from my garden. Oh my goodness, the bad seed could have been in my garden. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they mumble, well, there goes a bad seed. But I can hear them. I've got good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? You really want to know? Well, I never put things back where they belong. I am late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines, kind of like Mr. Bounds. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. I cut in line every time. I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everybody's sentences and I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close. There he is. He could be on my sunflower. But then the petals dropped and our flower drooped, and you can see all the seeds falling out. It's kind of a blur. Then came the rake. I remember a bag, because the other thing that you can do with sunflower seeds, as well as planting them, you can eat them. They're a really tasty food, but you've got to take the shell off first. Everything went dark, and then a giant. Somebody was going to eat the sunflower seeds. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and I hollered. Doom! So the giant actually chewed the seeds, tried to spit it out, like spitting out the shell, or spat out at the last possible second. I flew through the air. I landed under the bleachers with a huge thud. And when I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I'd become a different seed entirely. I'd become a bad seed. Bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can. I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently. And in a minute, part of the story, there's one line that I want you to see if you can spot that is all about that positive mindset, about being able to do something if you find it difficult. So I want you to see if you can pick out that line. Until recently, I've made a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're used to being so bad, but I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen, and I still show up late, and I still talk during movies. I do all kinds of other bad stuff, but I also say thank you, and I say please, and I smile, and I hold doors open for people. Not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad sometimes, I also feel kind of good. It's a sort of mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep thinking. Maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Well, actually, he's not all that bad anymore. I heard that. I wonder if you can spot which line it was that I thought was really important. Maybe there was a line that you thought was really important too. Have a think. Okay, talk to your partner. Which bit was really important? I'll give you a clue. It's somewhere on this page. Talk to your partner. Share your ideas in class. Pause the video if you need to. I think this line here, all I can do is keep trying. That's the thing. So in an assembly the other day, we talked about the brain and how the brain works and how the emotions work and how different parts of our brain help us to make decisions or make us remember. Actually, this is about a positive mindset. So we can use our brain. That's really important. We can know all about ourselves, but that positive mindset comes from, I'll keep trying. And in this case, it's all to do with feeling good. I'm going to try to be a good person. I'm going to make a definite effort. So I'm going to make a definite effort today. I am going to look around me and I'm going to really appreciate the lovely things. I can look out of my office and see a beautiful sky. I am going to try really hard to do loads of typing and do loads of work and write loads of useful information for the meetings that I've got to go to. So two things. One is about an effort I want to make to do something good for myself, my well-being. Another is about some work. So that's your job now. Think about those two things. And I want you to come up with things, something to do with your well-being, the way that you feel or believe, something to do with your work. Two things that you are going to try really hard at. And I want your teachers to share theirs with you as well. Go, talk about that. And while you talk about it, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a lovely rest of the day, folks. I'll see you soon.